everyone, welcome to another motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and today's motovlog is normally about on my channel, and that is a motorcycle topic. And the topic that I want to talk about today is, I run across all kind of stuff on YouTube, whether it be stuff other than motorcycles on YouTube, but I ran across something the other day, and I was like, and then I looked up on how much it costs, and I was like, that's very interesting. But the topic is the Aprilia Tuono, sorry, not the Tuono, the Tuono 660. I almost got it confused because the Tuono is more the naked version, more of the more upright version, kind of like my FZ6 was, that kind of sporty riding position without being too sporty. And I started looking up some specs on that and thought, what an incredible motorcycle. Bike only weighs like 405 pounds, fully fueled, ready to ride. That's insane. Bike makes, of course, it depends on who you ask, but most of the stuff I looked up on it, the bike made like 85 horsepower. I know the RS makes a little more, and maybe been too different, maybe a different ECU. I'm not exactly sure, but God, what an incredible motorcycle. All the latest and greatest tech stuff on it, even cruise control. And for a bike that's 10 grand with a good little motor, TFT dash, not only could you do a track day on that bike if you wanted to, but you could ride little B roads like this, commute on it. You could do a lot of stuff with that bike, and it's so light and makes that amount of power for only $10,000. That's an awful lot of motorcycle, in my opinion. And they sound amazing. They sound really close to that V4 Aprilia Tuono sound. Tell you what, if I wasn't kinda looking and really serious about an adventure bike, I would really get one of those instead. I think it's probably, not the greatest motorcycle for people who are like on a budget, because it is a little pricey. But if you can convince yourself to spend that much amount of money over something, say $1,500 cheaper, like in that same kind of class, like the Yamaha MT-09, they're almost the same price. Their Aprilia is probably a little bit more. The Aprilia probably has a little bit better parts on it, so that's probably why it costs more. The Yamaha doesn't have a TFT. I don't think the Yamaha has cruise. I'm not sure on that one. But the Yamaha's got good parts on it, but let's be honest, it's not an Aprilia bike. But like where I live, there's not anybody around here that I'm aware of within like at least 4 hours away or more that even sell a Aprilia, much less trying to get parts for it. I would imagine a lot of the BMW dealers, because they are kind of all on that premium level brand, I imagine a lot of them carry parts of that bike, but I don't know. I don't think I'd want to risk have to take the bike 4 or 5 hours one way, load up in the back of a truck or on a trailer, haul it that far to get warranty work or its yearly service done. Some people don't work on their own motorcycles. I do most of the stuff myself, except for like brakes and tires. Regular fluid changes, that's not that big of a deal. You just have to take your time and pay attention to what you're doing. I've had the left side fairing off this bike and the dash apart and everything, doing a coolant change on it, all because of the radiator cap is like right here. That's really the only reason. You can still get to the filler cap to fill the reservoir back up, the overflow, but the radiator cap, forget it. Probably is a way to kind of do it, like barely take the fairing part off a little, like maybe just the top part and just kind of pivot it out. But at that point, you're gonna have to take a bunch of stuff off. In my opinion, at that point, you might as well just spend the extra time, especially if it's at home and you've got the time and the resources, especially in a garage, to do it. You might as well just do it and get it over with. But man, you could always get another middleweight cheaper than that. You get Yamaha MT-07. You could get an SV650 that they just redid not that long ago. There's lots of bikes in that middle kind of hyper naked or naked bike. Hyper naked is kind of the class above it, so we'll say middleweight naked bike. There's tons of stuff in that class. You know, you got like the Ninja 650, another good bike that's been proven and been reliable and been around a while. But man, I just can't get, especially that paint scheme on the Tuono with the red wheels and the black fairings where it says Aprilia and like red accents and red wheels. That bike is like, oh, like wow. To have that bike, I tell you what, in the garage and walk out to it and throw a leg over it, just the look of it alone would do it for me. Much less, even if you didn't get rid that much, just having a bike get ready to go down in the garage and look at it. To me, that would be worth it, because you know, you got to get the bike that quote unquote speaks to you, and that one definitely speaks to me. I would love to get a chance maybe one of these days at a demo ride day or something to ride one and just see if it's that good or not. But that might be a bad thing, because then I might want one that much more. So on that, guys, thanks for watching today's motovlog. If you've not already done so, please like, share, and subscribe. Turn the bell notification on as I normally upload once a week. Ride safe and have fun. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.